What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for yet another edition of this Pentagon challenge. Things have been going very, very well for us in Germany with back-to-back league titles. We got to the semi-final of the Champions League last season, but this is the one. This is the year. Things have started very, very well for us. Let's get into it, and I can catch you up on what you've missed so far. So guys, as I mentioned previously, I know you're not overly interested in the Bundesliga action. So what I have done is, as I said, I put my head down and we've powered through a lot of fixtures to get ourselves into November. You were last with me for the Super Cup final, which we did comfortably win. Since then, we've gone through 2 rounds of the German Cup, winning comfortably 5-1 in the first round and then beating Dortmund 3-0. At home in the second round, which is a very, very good result. In the league, things have been going very, very well as well. We opened the season against Dortmund away from home, got a 1-1 draw there. And then since then, guys, we've just been on an absolute tear. Back-to-back wins all the way through the remainder of August, September and October, which is great. And now it's very nice at the top of the Bundesliga. In terms of the Champions League, we are in Group A. We take on Atletico Madrid, who obviously beat us in the semi-final last year. We take on Liga Warsaw and Feyenoord, and we are going very, very nicely at the top of that group. Played 3-1-3. We've got 9 points. If we win our next game in the Champions League, we go through with 2 games remaining, which is great. That's exactly what we're looking for. So then we can start resting players moving forward. Other than that, though, guys, if we look at the Bundesliga, we are at the top. Played 10, won 9, 1 draw. We've only conceded 4 goals in the league, which is exactly what I wanted to do this season. I really wanted to tighten things up, take from Bayern's lead last season where they didn't concede any goals and bring it to our own game this year. I still think I need another defender to help out with cover. But other than that, I think we're in a very good spot. We're 6 points clear at the top, which is fantastic. Bayern have already lost twice, including 1 game to us. They also lost to Wolfsburg. So we've got a nice little lead at the top of the table. In today's gameplay, though, we are going to take on St Pauli, who are at the bottom, sadly, of the Bundesliga. They've only got 5 points so far in their competition, their 10 games in the competition so far. So unfortunately, I think we're going to add a little bit more issues to them. We have been very, very good, guys. That's all I can say. We've been very, very good in league action. We've got a couple of changes to make there via my assistant manager. This is the team then. We've got Edson in goal, Nugzar, Gross, Chatter, Motta. We're having to rest Mutombo. He is tired. He also wants to leave. But no one's come in for him, unfortunately for him. Abdullah, Zaf, Livingston, Luis Fernando, Maya, and Niels Bro complete the starting 11. I must give you guys a shout out to Craig Livingston. He's been fantastic this year so far. 10 goals from him in all his appearances, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So we will submit this team and we will get into the gameplay. Obviously, as I mentioned, Mutombo is the one who comes out making way. Because he is tired. We are away at St Pauli, as I mentioned, one of the relegation favourites. So I'm going to say I expect nothing less than a victory from this game. We're going to skip that one. Skip the pre-game amble and get straight into it. We've got a throw-in early doors then. Into the penalty area. Livingston back to Abdullah. Edge of the bar. Oh, God. We've just worked that goal so nicely. Inside the first 2 minutes. Wow. What a move this is. Just putting things together nicely. Creating space for each other. And then Fernando just rolls it past the goalkeeper. To give us a 1-goal lead early doors. Hold on. Have you seen what's happened here? We've scored. And the game is telling me that we are 1-0 down in the latest scores. Have you guys ever seen that? Let me know down in the comments if you've ever seen that, because that is ridiculous. The match score up here in the top left is telling me that we are 1 goal to the good. But the latest scores not telling me that. Livingston with the free kick. They get the header clear. Looks like we're going to need to score a few more goals then. Despite taking the lead in the game, we find ourselves 1 goal down according to the latest scores, and it's also showing that we've had a on the league table. It's also showing a loss as well. Livingston out to the fullback on the right hand side, back into Craig Livingston, edges the penalty area. We're working it nicely. We've hit the post. Unfortunate. As you can see, guys, the scores are saying we're 1-0 down. This is the guy that they're saying has scored for St Pauli. I have never seen this. I have never ever seen this. I think this may have to be reported to SI as a bug. Zaf. I'm actually speechless. 23 minutes into the game. We're leading, but we're not. And I just don't know what to say. That can't be right. There has to be something that's going to change here. Surely. Wonder if they equalize, if that gives us a goal. Okay, it's fixed itself. Oh my gosh. It's now saying Luis Fernando has scored the goal. It's still not saying that we've got 10 victories in the league table though. I have no idea what's going on here, guys. That did just change in front of my eyes. It is now saying first half review that we are winning 1-0. Luis Fernando's goal early doors capping that off. And it's showing now in the latest scores. But for a period of time, it looked like we were losing. And now the league table has corrected itself to reflect the 10 league wins. Oh my gosh. I was so worried then, guys, that was going to do us something dirty. Luckily, it hasn't, though. Luigi Motta. Good cross into the box. No, not this time. St Pauli have actually been pretty good so far, but we are a far superior team to them. Just need to make sure that we can potentially get a second goal. That will give us that extra little bit of cushion that we would be looking for. Nils Bro, Livingston, who's been electric so far this season, forces a save down to the goalkeeper's left. We get a corner, which the Englishman will take. Gross, one cleared off the line there. Bro is offside, apparently. Looking like we are extending our league at the top of the division, though, because Bayern are not playing until later on in the day. It would look like, yes, they are playing later in the day. Just gone past the hour mark. We are going to make some changes. Livingston and Zaf look like they are quite tired. So Livingston will come off, I think, let's bring on Lopez. Let's take off Zaf for Riviere. And we've got Nugzar, who's quite tired as well, but I don't really want to bring on Matumbo. Let's bring on the Wonder Kid as well for Maya on that left-hand side. We'll make the 3 substitutions there. I'm not going to take off Gross. I'm not going to take off Chatter. We definitely do need an additional defender, which I think I may have to try and make some moves in January. Into the penalty area we go, though. Cross comes over, Nils Bros there, back to Fernando, makes it 2. Very, very similar goal to what we scored right at the start of the game, working the ball nicely, and then the Brazilian is there to hammer home and basically cement the 3 points for us here, which is absolutely brilliant. More is just additional. I've just noticed their goalkeeper's called Park, but Gross heads that one past him to make it 3-0 to Hertha Berlin. With 15 minutes of the game to go. Obviously, we are in the driver's seat, but that whole thing at the start of the game really did freak me out. Really took my attention away from what was going on, with the game showing that St Pauli had taken the lead. Motta. But it looks like we're going to run out clear victors, which is exactly what we were looking for in this game. Obviously, we are taking on a team in the relegation zone. So I think ultimately this is the kind of result that was expected. There's another one. That's the hat-trick for Fernando. Amazing performance from him. Obviously, this is the first time that you guys would have really seen him in a game stamp his authority on it. and he's really turned up today, the Brazilian, putting us over the line 4-0. Amazing. Amazing. Very happy very happy with the way you played. Good victory, boys. Amazing. We extend the lead. Obviously, we need to figure out how Bayern get on in their game later on in the day. But at the moment, we've got such a lead over them. It doesn't really bother me too much. Obviously, Bayern win 5-0. Jose Obama, who remembers this guy, doing the business for them. Okay. So we are still 6 points clear at the top of the league. If we open up the schedule, guys, what I'm going to do is I am going to power through a little bit more. We're gonna show you a different game. I think the game against Bayern Leverkusen could be very interesting in the league. I don't know where they are. They're in 5th. Leipzig, Gladbach. Let's have a look. Gladbach's there. No. I don't really want to go all the way down to February. I think that's too big of a gap. Okay, I'm going to bring you back for the game either against Bayern Leverkusen or the game against Hoffenheim. And we can see how we're getting on with another couple of months under our belts. If you have enjoyed today's video, guys, please don't forget to drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Ring that bell so you're told each time that we upload a video. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you on another one very, very soon.